Walk away from me.
We're live.
What?
And there's no thing.
Where's the intro?
Andrew Z.
Nope.
Okay, I tried.
Come on!
And now, our feature presentation.
This is Ed McMahon. And now, here's Andrew.
Andrew Z. I love that Andrew Z. I said Andrew Z. In the morning, it's time to wake up. Andrew Z. In the morning, yeah. Come on.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021, in the year of our Lord Demetrius Nicodemus. He says, "That's my Gina." Chris Tiefel. Ashley P. Donny and producer Georgia. Welcome to the show, everybody. Let's do this. Ooh, good morning, everyone. Welcome. How things are wonderful. You know, I had to every morning I post the feed of the show into a couple podcast groups wherever, you know, they say you you want to promote your podcast and other people listen around the world and whatever. So I posted in there, and there's this one group that it's like, okay, your post was submitted, which means it's got to get approved by some fucking admin. Like, who needs that much power? Why are you? Well, what are you gonna say in that group? Are you gonna say kill Whitey, kill Blackie? What are you gonna say?
They just want to make sure people aren't going to post porn on their platform.
But who cares? But we're adults. You post porn, you delete it then, and then you suspend them. But there isn't anything that you can't see as an adult that's going to go, oh my God, I just saw. I can't. Chakra blue. I can't believe I just saw that. And you're going to be
Chakra blue. Is that your phrase of the week? That's like the third time you've used it.
Did you see the group chat?
So now he has to use it.
Well,
Did you see the group chat where he spelled it like I can't even remember how he spelled it, and we post too much in it, so I can't go back and see. But he spelled it he spelled it phonetically. Oh, right here. He spelled it. Are you ready?
Sack of blues.
No, ready? He spelled it SHAKREBLEU.
Well, I knew the blue would be. I knew the blue wouldn't be BLUE. That's too normal. It had to be blue, like blue cheese, because it's very French.
Yes, that's very French. That's man, damn, that makes me feel bad for being American, right there, right there.
So it's just annoying that you have to have that much power. I get that you have to be administrators over the group. I get that, but to have to approve every single post, dude, you're taking dictatorship to a whole new level.
I know it's super funny. I wanted to join this like fitness group. I saw it was like fitness motivation, and so I clicked to join, and I was expecting, all right, you're in. Yeah. But then it asked me like 6-7 questions, like
I'm out.
What do you expect to get out of this? How much do you plan to contribute? And all this other, and I'm like, well, fuck virtual fitness then.
What can you do for us?
Yeah. And I'm the same way, dude. I'm like, if I try to click on a group and there's questions, I'm out. I'm like,
I joined a friend of mine invited me to a dark humor meme group. And it had the questions beforehand. It had like 3 questions, and every question amounted to basically, "Are you a narc?"
3 different ways to ask it. Yeah, dude. Those questions, dude.
The way to bypass it is to just type in one letter. That's what I do, and then you can hit submit, and then accept.
But see, I don't want to join a group that asks me that many questions. Even if I can get around it with just a letter response, I'm like, you don't need to know that about me.
Yeah.
I know it's the point. It's like, dude, you're already starting too much.
Yeah.
I don't need to be in this group. It's too much already.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I got a question. how many of you guys here
Uh-huh.
have more than 20 unopened emails on your phone?
That's insane. Read your emails.
Donny probably does.
Donnie, how many do you got? What does that say?
Yeah.
Well, what is that?
That's over
3,025?
Yes. So, okay. Now, there's 3,200 unread emails, but I did read the subject of all of those and
It's like
decided
reading
not
the
to
article
open it.
title and then having an opinion about the article.
In fairness, I know what every email is about.
Yeah.
There's just 3,000 of them I didn't give a shit about.
Yeah. I check my mail every day. I decide which ones get opened.
Okay.
Hey, Donnie, turn your mic down a little bit. But here, I'll show you mine. What's mine say?
What does yours say?
I can't.
Andrew?
Andrew's emails give me anxiety.
He's in the tens of thousands.
my
Oh, wow.
What? Is there a comma? Is there
Guys.
2 numbers before that comma?
Yes.
20,123.
I have 3 unread emails right now, and it's killing me.
Look at here's mine. No red notifications. Wait. Oh.
Yeah.
I have none either. I get because I delete them if I don't want them, or I actually when I get bored, I'll go through and unsubscribe from stuff so I don't get the emails.
I have 20,000 unread emails, and I have 600. I have 600 unread texts.
Okay.
That would give me so much anxiety. Look at all those missed calls.
Okay, going back to the conversation from yesterday, I now agree with the women. Just do what you're supposed to do. Check your messages, man.
See, thanks, people.
Like that gives me how is that a thing? Like that. I looked over at my mailbox and it had 27 email messages, and I looked, and if it wasn't like important, I deleted it. How do you let it build up that far? My wife has like 5,000 now, and I religiously go through and delete her emails because she will just let it sit. And it drives me crazy.
What drives you crazy about it? That the emails are important, or that just because the numbers there and they're unopened?
Mail unread?
It's unfinished business, and I hate unfinished business.
I don't like to see red in my apps. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm like an internet bull, and I just don't like seeing red on my phone. But I don't understand how you can let a number get that high and still conduct your life like it's not spiraling out of control.
Who said it's not?
That's the inbox of somebody with depression, Andrew. Do we need to send you help?
Yeah, like this is what I think I see every time I see somebody with 1,000 emails. They go.
But more concerning is the text messages. Like, it would drive me insane to not know what someone was trying to tell me.
Now I know why it takes him so long to get back to me. He has to find me in the melee.
It's whatever. I don't know, dude. I don't know. 20,000. So do I win? Does anyone?
What is the oldest text that you have on there?
What is that?
What is the oldest text out of the 600 some odd missed texts?
How do you find that?
It'll be the last one in the new messages.
Yeah, but dude, I've got thousands of messages. I can't go to the bottom and take
It
all.
probably says it's a girl.
When I would go through when I would do his stuff, like I'll try to answer emails or trying to set something up for him, I would go through and it would make me so crazy. I would start like trying to delete emails from his thing and or mark them as read because it was making me batshit crazy just to look at his emails and see those unopened ones.
Why not at least set up a rule that puts superfluous things in a folder you'll never have to look at?
He's so bad with technology that he doesn't know how to do that. Like, he can open an email and forward an email, and that's pretty much the extent of his email now.
I can put an attachment. I can put an attachment on it too.
Okay, that's good. Now you can. I'm so glad you're growing.
I just want you to delete them. Like, your phone, just looking at it says disrespectful. Like that's what it is. It's like, yeah, I possibly got a message from you, but I definitely don't give a shit about it.
Wait, what if in those tens of thousands of missed emails is like a job offer from a radio station or something that you've missed?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I assume if it was important, they'd call, and
Right.
I'd ignore that because I don't answer phones from numbers I don't recognize.
Speaking of calls, I have two things that I want to say to you. One of them, I don't know if it's important. Georgia, I'm going to send you something. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm going to send you something here. And I'm going to talk about it. And then if you can pull it up, please do. Okay. So there's this guy I met yesterday. And he owns a weed store, a weed distributor in Adrian, Michigan. And he gave me some products too. Actually, so side note, he gave me this cream that you rub on for if you have hurt things, if your body is hurt. And I had my wrist was hurting, and I put it on there. Swear to God, dude, 5 minutes later, the pain was gone. And I've never used any.
And I was back holding a fork like it was nobody's business.
Exactly. That's the problem. It's years of shoveling. I think that's what was the problem. It broke my wrist, but it really worked exactly like he said. So I'm talking to this guy, and he's like, we're talking about a marketing strategy for him, and he's like, I want to do a weird, crazy commercial, so people could see it. Like, he's like, there's this guy in California. Tell me if this gets boring, because this might be a boring story. It was very interesting to me. So he says, there's a guy in California that owns a used car lot. And I'm like, Cal Worthington. He goes, yes, Cal Worthington. He goes, how did you know Cal Worthington? No one's ever known Cal Worthington. And we started singing the song together, he and I. If you need a car or truck, go see Cal. If you want to save a buck, go see Cal. If you need a car or truck and you want to save a buck and you want to change your luck, go see Cal. That was the whole thing. And Cal would write in on he would say, you know what, I will stand on my head till my ears are turning red to give you a good deal. And he would write in the commercial, he'd write in on an elephant, or he'd write in on a zebra. And
but he never ever drove one of the cars.
Yeah.
That should have been the point where I said, I don't know if the cars are any good. So I wanted to play one of these Cal commercials, but this dude got so excited, and I did too, because we're out here and he's asked a million people. He's like, I want to be like Cal, and no one's ever seen Cal except me. And he and I we're singing back and forth. Like, he would sing one verse, and then I'd sing the next verse, and we're going back and forth, and it was a beautiful thing. And so I have a commercial. He sent me one of the commercials this morning, and it was in my phone. That's how excited he was. And I wanted to play one of the commercials.
Since I had 3,400 and a million emails, I couldn't find it.
Well, luckily he texted it to me. I only had 600 to go through. Georgia, do you find it or no? Who's taping?
I'm going to go with she hasn't found it yet, because
let's bring it on.
You two know who Cal is.
Oh, I think she found it. She found it. Okay. She's gonna pull it up.
You can't have lived in California and not know Cal.
See, all right. Do you have audio or?
She didn't check the box.
Georgia, can you hit the full screen button on that?
There he is. He's washing the camel.
I'm in on the video.
Jesus, look at.
Is that a cow?
Oh wow!
He's washing a camel.
$37.95. What a deal! Only $75.95.
It's not.
Even Donny could sell these.
I know.
Right?
It's not the same without the audio, though. I don't know if we're gonna.
Man, is it really not the same?
Yeah.
I mean, can we all? I mean, we can look at this and know that there's a banjo playing somewhere, right? and this guy is sounding super excited about these cars.
But the thing is, he's like in California, but yet he wears the cowboy garb with the cowboy hat, and he's got the accent like a Cal Worthington.
Yeah.
He gonna go ape over these deals. You see that? Oh my God, I can't.
I'll give it to him. His ab workout was on point. Like, good for you, old man. But damn,
I'll do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Remember?
All right. Let's bring in Ivory real quick. Ivory's here. What's up, Ivory?
Hey, good morning.
Hi.
Morning. I told Ivory yesterday. I'm like, Ivory, we can't get through a week without some ratchet astrology.
And what a week it is. Y'all struggling, y'all Wi-Fi, y'all phones, and all that struggling.
Microphones all echoey.
I mean, Andrew struggles with that stuff on a daily basis.
Right, I know. All right, so you got ratchet astrology for us?
Yeah, because I got to go wait.
Oh.
All right, let me grab my notebook, guys. How's everybody doing? How's everybody enjoying 2021? The age of Aquarius, aka the age of weird information. Oh my God, where my notebook is?
I mean, obviously, this is Mercury in retrograde or something.
Exactly.
Mercury's always in
my computer space
retrograde.
is this big, y'all, and my notebook is actually this big out of my head.
It is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
AKA the age of weird. What in the freak, y'all? Anywho, well, I just got on here to talk to y'all about Mercury retrograde real quick. So if you're having some travel delays, weird communication going on, maybe your wires are getting crossed between you and other people and friends around you, just blame it on the retrograde, okay? So during this retrograde, it's a really good time for us to get organized. And I do have
Wait.
for you. You get on top of my fucking head.
Hold on, Demetrius.
Are you not missing the
irony?
irony of a good time to get organized? As you,
I told y'all, look, because I am a walking visualization of what the fuck retrograde is. Duh, I'm your back alley astrologer, so y'all gotta see it in person, right?
You're gonna get some back alley shit.
Okay, so retrograde goes from January 30th to February 21st. And I just got some information for all the different zodiac signs. It's boomerang time. So Aries, your retrograde word is going to be rethinking some team roles, rethinking your place that you have on the team. Do you want to be the leader now? Are you ready to be a follower? Taurus, review. That is your retrograde word. Maybe it's time for a work review or time to review your professional goals because Taurus is in the 10th house of career. Gemini, you are in. Are you looking for a trusted mentor to tighten up or learn a new skill? Your retrograde is going to be revisit. So maybe it's time for you to revisit some things that you wanted to learn, that you didn't get a chance to learn. Maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe you want to pick up a new trade or a new skill. Maybe you want to learn how to fucking juggle. Whatever it is that you want to do, it's your time, Gemini. Cancer. This you are looking at your joint resources, your intimacy, and your emotional bonds, Cancer. Are you seeking a deeper connection? So your word is going to be rethinking as well because you are rethinking the way that you look at relationships. All right, Leo. It's the 7th house of partnership. So one-on-ones with your nearest and dearest are now under scope. Leo is a sign of leadership, and that's the sun sign, so they're ready to put their relationships under a scope and have a few one-on-ones with some people.
Go ahead, Demetrius.
What are the houses 1 through 6? Everybody ends up in the 7th house. Where is
it? Because okay, so like on the zodiac, you have the wheel, and we have all the 12 signs. And when the sun moves, so does the dial move. So like this is Aquarius season, Aquarius birthday time. So that automatically puts Aquarius where in the 1st house, and then you go concurrent like that. So it goes 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, 5th house, 6th house, 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, 10th house, and 11th house left, which all represents a certain type of vibe. So when I say 10th house is the house of career. That is where the sign, that's where the constellation Taurus is falling right now. So that becomes your focus.
Okay.
D just got told.
Hey,
I was just.
I'm sorry. Jiggle your cord or something. Your mic cord because you're.
Your reception's in the 5th house.
Because Mercury is in retrograde.
Oh,
there we go.
Fixed.
You hear me?
Yes. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. Go ahead. So what's next?
Okay. So Virgo,
Oh, much better.
In the sixth house of self-care and daily routine, where Virgo lives at anyway. So self-care, Virgo are experts.
Does masturbation fall into the sixth house?
Does masturbation fall into the sixth house? Well, does it? Does it feel like self-care, or do you feel like a total douche when you do that?
Your report's out again. I feel there's a little bit of masturbation in every house.
That's what she was talking about masturbation. That's what that was.
If it's a way that you actually get a release, then it's self-care. Some people feel like because of the way that they were raised and they were taught that masturbation is bad, they feel bad about it. So it wouldn't be self-care if you feel bad about it. So,
but wouldn't it? I mean, honestly, if we all know that that's a myth, I mean, it would still fall into self-care. You would just be looking at it in the wrong light.
Okay, well, there it is.
Right.
I guess what people have to worry about around this time is Virgos. Goodbye. So Libra, you are in the house of creativity and sex. You are voted most likely to get a text from your ex, Libra. Okay, Scorpio. Your retrograde word is reassessing. You're reassessing what brings you security. This is a little bit more serious. You want to tend to some old wounds, and you might want to reconnect with a family member you might have fell out with. Sagittarius is in the third house of communication. So everything that's going wrong with Mercury retrograde is going to happen to you.
Wow.
Have fun with that. No, I'm just kidding. So technical difficulties, travel delays. So just make sure you're leaving the house on time. Make sure that you're checking all your devices the night before, and just make sure that you're just writing stuff down and keeping those together so you just don't lose track of time, because the world is
sounds like his normal everyday life.
Because the world is just spinning faster. So this is time. Georgia says, "Screw you." So this is just a time where you can just focus on those things. Like, it's just a good time to refocus on. Everybody just refocus on organizing your shit. Okay.
Yes.
Because the Mercury retrograde is going to show you how organized you are, obviously, as you can see. So, Capricorn, it is time to revisit a money-making cash flow. And so you'll say you are in the second house of income right now. So time to revisit some money-making strategies. Maybe you had a business plan that you put on the back burner, focus on your cash flow, maybe stock markets and all that shit that's going on. Maybe you've been real into that. This is a good time for you to just, take a look at that and look at your money-making strategies. Aquarius, you are focused on your personal brand because this is your season. And you also have a stellium of planets hanging out in your constellation. You got Venus, the planet of love. You got Mercury, the planet of communication. You got Saturn, the planet of duty. And you got Jupiter, the planet of luck, Aquarius, all hanging out in your sign. So
are they all social distancing?
Yes.
I mean, that sounds like
to us,
that sounds like a lot of planets in one room without a mask.
I just want to know what they're bringing to the party.
Are normally the sign that's like the rebellious sign, so they just like fuck the corona. We can all hang out here. As Pisces, your retrograde word is going to be relaxation. So really focus on your intuition and mental health, because the 12th house is the house of spirituality.
Relaxation is where I shine.
So,
you call it relaxation, Ivory. Chris is just lazy. He's 24/7 relaxation.
Hey,
I have validation. You leave me alone, Andrew.
Most Pisces are kind of lazy. They don't like to do housework. They just like to do whatever is going to make them enough money to continue whatever it is they like to fucking do, whether it's food, drugs, sleep, game, all that lazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Pisces are.
He's named great things and tried to make it sound bad.
I know.
I didn't make it sound bad. I just said that's what you like.
I love all that lazy shit.
I love all that lazy shit.
I'm not going rock climbing, but
because that ain't lazy shit.
I know, unless there's a fucking recliner on the top of that mountain.
A rock recliner.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Is that all of them?
Nope, that's everybody's sign. So y'all have fun with this retrograde, and make sure that y'all using your dry erase boards and all your sticky notes, and make sure that you have compartments for all your keys and a specific place to hang your coat and put all your shit at, because the retrograde demons will come and steal your shit and move it around.
Ivory, I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, so I can usually tell when retrogrades are coming or during because they're horrible, but this one hasn't felt so bad. But I feel like everybody's saying
we're getting used to it. And then we had a post shadow phase for a retrograde. So like 15 days before retrograde, did you feel weird?
yes.
Before it actually did, like the 2 weeks before retrograde were actually worse than the actual retrograde is going to be. And the last 2 weeks after is going to be like really cool. So, you know, the first 2 weeks were worse before it actually came. So if you felt it around that time, and they're all going to be in air signs. So that's an easy way for you to remember, Ashley, since you keep up with them. So that means we have one in Aquarius, and then that means we're going to have one in Gemini and then one in Libra.
Oh God, the
So have fun with that because those are all mental signs. Aquarius and all other air signs are more mental than they are physical. They think a lot, but don't actually like to do it.
Thank you, Ivory. Good to have you back. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you next week.
All right, girl. Bye-bye. There it is. Ratchet Horror. Oh, how do we follow you? How do we follow you if you want to get you on Facebook?
Oh, sure. You follow me on Instagram at 1BLKMDNA, or you can just look up my YouTube, Ivory Star, Back Alley Astrologer. I don't know if I have any TikTok fans out there. I am an avid TikToker, and it's also Ivory Star 11. You can follow me on there as well for all my funny stuff.
All right. Thank you, Ivory.
Followed.
All right. Bye. Love y'all. Have a great retrograde.
Love you. Bye. There it is, Ivory Star with the Ratchet Astrology. It is 7:00. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Make sure you're sharing the feed. Make sure you're telling people. Make sure you're commenting. Make sure you're using your likes and loves and whatever hearts and all that shit too. When you're watching or listening to the show, it helps out. And of course, if you're listening on podcast, please subscribe to Apple Podcasts. Leave us a little review there. That would be super helpful. 5-star review would be nice. Or if you don't like us, leave us a 3. No, don't. If you either like, you leave us a 5 or don't leave anything.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Exactly.
Hold on, I have to say something really quick to D because I can tell that during Ratchet Astrology he's being very sure. Okay, well I posted a thing on a meme the other day about Capricorns because D and I are both Capricorns, and it said if astrology isn't real, then why do Capricorns talk to us like they're trying to teach us something every time they talk to us? So
Demetrius.
Ooh.
Sounds like
it's real, okay?
That sounds like a shot into your 9th house.
Oh man, you know what? And that's a horrible thing because my 9th house is on the east side and usually takes a lot of bullets through the window. I like to sleep in my first house, which is right in Ottawa Hills.
Right.
That's my money house.
Right? Oh man, that was rough. She just called you out.
Oh well, you know, when people want to abdicate responsibility for their lives and they want to stare into the stars and figure that God's got a plan. Okay, all right, God's got a plan, but maybe not all these fucking fish and air signs. The last air sign I saw was The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan, and I say shame on him.
There you go. All right. So what else going on? Anybody? Anyone got anything? Oh,
all right. I have.
Oh, go. You go first.
I do have another question. All right. What's the longest time you guys are committed to staying on hold? What's the longest time before you?
Depends on what I'm on hold for.
Yes, I was just gonna say.
Okay. All right. Say it's something pretty important. Mm-hmm. How long do you stay on hold for?
All day.
I mean, yeah, if I have to, it's going to be all day.
Really?
Yeah.
No. But so it's all day. You would just stay on the phone.
Well, see, the way I do it is I just put the headphones in my ear, the AirPods, and then it's a lot easier to sit on hold if you just got the phone down, you're doing other shit, and you're just listening to hold music.
So yesterday, I called my mortgage company 4 times, right, to pay my mortgage. 4 times.
Oh yeah, that's 0 minutes. That's how long I hold for that.
All right. So
I'm trying to give you money. Least you could do is pick up.
Right.
So the first time I'm on hold for an hour, and I hear them say, "Oh, if you press 9, you'll hold your spot in line, and then we'll call you back." Okay. I called them at 9 o'clock. No call back. And then I called them again. An hour and 20 minutes I waited. Hit the 9 again for them to call back, right? No call back. And then I called back at 2:30 in the afternoon, right? And I put my phone on the charger and I put it on speaker and I start doing shit around the house. 2.5 hours later, they close and kick me off the fucking line.
Sounds like you don't have to pay your mortgage this month.
Yeah, it's a free mortgage.
Your house payment is on the house.
They don't have like an automated way to do it through the phone system?
No, they wouldn't. It said, unfortunately, we're unable to process like using your automated system, blah, blah, blah. Please talk to a customer care service. And when they kicked me off, they kicked me into a fucking satisfaction survey.
That's a bad move on their part.
Here's your chance. Yeah.
Here's your chance to get back at him.
I was like zeroing the shit out of everything. 0, 0, 0. Would you recommend? Fuck no, I wouldn't. Fuck you guys.
Wow, I can't believe they left you on hold that long and then just closed. Everyone went home. You were just.
I'm like looking at this phone and I'm like, you're shitting me. This is really, they are really going to keep me on hold. And then
as a guy as a guy that works in a customer service place, that place, people are running out the door at 5 o'clock.
Retail doesn't even do that. At least they'll lock the doors so they won't allow other people in the line. But the people that are inside at least get finished up.
That is true.
Dude, I was like expecting somebody to pick up the phone at like 4:59 and be like, damn, you're still on here? I guess we're gonna do something. That's what I was expecting. Or like even a janitor, like, hello, oh no, sorry, everybody gone, and then hang up. But
what nationality is their janitor?
I don't look. It's a big world.
Maybe they had a bet to see how long you'd stay on the line. Like they picked up,
right.
like, Mike, you owe me $20.
Yeah,
he's still here.
Like I was literally like, you know what? My patience is going to pay off, and somebody's just going to be like, damn, this kid was in it for the long haul, and then they're just going to answer the phone. But that's not what happened.
That person that calls you a kid, though, it's like 75. Answer the phone like this kid.
Look, if it wasn't 2021.
If it wasn't in Mercury retrograde, he would come over.
You're so lucky my house is retrograding. my fucking moon signs and my car sign and all my fucking marshmallows taste like marshmallows.
You know, for me, I have to deal with a place that I call all the time, just through stuff, and it's one of those things where it's where I have to stay on hold no matter how long it's going to take. And sometimes it takes, and the maximum is about 20 minutes, like the max. But then I hate to say this, and I know it sounds terrible, but as soon as I hear a foreign accent, I'm like, fuck, this is not going to go well. They're not going to know what I'm needing. It's fucking annoying. I've waited on the phone all this time. Because sometimes they will, you'll just get someone from overseas. And I know they know English. I get it. But this isn't easy English. This isn't hi bye. There's nuance to a problem. If you're calling, you have a problem, and you can't comprehend. If your native language is another language, sometimes you cannot comprehend all the nuances of my problem, and it's just so frustrating and annoying. And I can't.
I mean, it's partly the way you speak. Like you have to bear some of that responsibility. It's partly because they're not going to understand this thingy keeps doing this thing, and I can't get it to stop doing the thing that it's doing. And it doesn't matter what language they speak, they're not going to understand your problem.
They're really good at nuance. They'll figure it out.
I tell everyone I talk to, I tend to ramble, but you will always know what I'm talking about. There is no way I don't know how
There are lots of times I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
That is accurate, Tiefel. Right now I have no idea what you're talking about. That is completely not true.
Like the thing I hate about call centers and stuff you're calling is the fake platitudes. Like, I don't need you to tell me that you understand. I don't need you to give me a fake apology. Just listen to the problem, fix the problem, and move on. I don't need all the filler platitudes. I understand that that's how they're trained. I don't like it. Is all I'm saying.
Saying the people that put it, did I give the script? I am so sorry you're having this problem. I feel really bad for you. So
I don't need fake empathy.
No, you don't.
So you also another thing that's in the manual is that you have to repeat the problem back to the person. So that they know that they heard you. So it is really annoying when you're like, so I understand that you're having connectivity issues. I apologize for that inconvenience. Let me get right on that and take care. Do you mind if I put you on hold for a second? You could tell I've done customer service. That's like legitimately what you're trained to say.
Oh yeah, no, I've been I did the stuff at UMG. I've been in other call centers. I know how the training goes. It is just annoying, and it's just as annoying being the person that has to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because like this is your customer service person's face the whole time is, I'm so sorry you're having this problem.
Or they're looking at their text messages or whatever. They're not
right.
I understand
the script. Yeah, exactly. Once you learn the script, you're not even paying attention to what they're saying. Okay, so I've got a I can't tell you. I got a secret text message yesterday.
Oh.
And I don't even know. This may not be.
How do you know? How do you know you got to say?
We're gonna see Colleen like looking in the background in a second. She's about to pop her head in like a secret text message
any minute now.
There she is. I got a secret.
There's two words you, Andrew, can never put together.
Damn.
Ever in a sentence, and that is secret and text message.
I didn't even know she was downstairs.
Like you could, she wasn't. She wasn't.
She was comfy in bed. You said secret text message. Boom.
She floated down the stairs. Floated right down them.
So anyway, it was a high-ranking Republican. I can't say who.
Oh.
But I will say that they have Mike DeWine's cell phone number. You know, they hung out with Trump, so it's a pretty high ranking person.
What the hell are they calling you for?
Right, I know. Well, here's what he told me. This is what he told me. It's very interesting, and I hope I explained it to where it's interesting to you guys, because I was busy while I was doing it. But Senator Rob Portman, who is retiring. And Rob Portman's retiring, and he's a Republican, of course, from Ohio. Well, I guess Rob Portman hates Trump. He thinks he's a moron. Okay, but he can't say that in public. And
he's retiring, he can say whatever he wants now.
No, but you still have to live in the district that elected you, and down there they're all Trumpers and whatever. I mean, you still have to go to the fucking grocery store and shit. You don't want to be the dude that goes against Trump.
Has all those people with cardboard signs yelling at you while you're trying to get into the store.
Yeah, because I'm sure Rob Portman goes to the grocery store himself.
Well, I don't know.
He's an Ohio senator. He doesn't have a gold album. For fuck's sake, Chris. Jesus.
I imagine he has a housekeeper at least. Imagine he has a housekeeper.
He probably runs out of Grey Poupon every once in a while.
Or imagine some other member of his family that nobody knows goes.
Yes, Chris.
None of us really do our own grocery shopping anymore.
I know we're all bougie now.
Instacart.
He's fucking. Like he goes to the store.
That's a grocery store specifically.
So he tells this guy. So this guy tells me, he's like, "Look," he goes, "Rob Portman. I guess the Republicans or Trump Republicans I don't even know the story, but are against the Department of Homeland Security. Whoever's up for Department of Homeland Security." The Republicans are against because the Trumpers are against, but Rob Portman likes this person, but obviously it's a Biden appointee, so he can't vote because he will be ousted. He will be put on the outs by the Trumpers. So this Republican is reaching out to anyone that knows Democrats and says, "Okay, I'm going to send you a text message. I need you to just tweet it out exactly. Just tweet this out." And then I have to report back. I'm like, I'll tweet it. I don't care. I mean, so here's what I had to tweet out. Ohioans want to see progress and stability from our leaders in Congress. Senator Rob Portman has a chance to move the country forward and confirm an experienced immigration and security expert to lead Department of Homeland Security. Ali Mayorkas is ready for the job.
A Greek.
So I had so I had to tweet that out last night for this friend of mine, and there you go. So I tweeted that out. I don't know what it means. I wasn't paying attention to the Department of Homeland Security.
Did you read the bottom part where you also have to forward the text to 10 friends?
Yeah. 10 Democratic friends.
Well, yeah. Well, you said once I forward it, then the Nigerian prince is gonna send me money, which I'm super excited about.
Account.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my account this morning when the bank opens.
I mean, it's not like Rob Portman ever listens to constituents anyway, because he got hundreds of thousands of calls during this whole thing, and he always went Trump. So I'm confused. It's like, why now you want to make a bunch of noise so you can be like, well, I had to go with what the constituents wanted, but you haven't the entire freaking time. So now all of a sudden this is going to save your ass.
I agree, but it's interesting. I'll let you talk, Dia, just real quick. I'll say it's interesting because that's what he was looking for. He's looking for cover. Because then he could say, all my constituents, all of Ohio wants this girl to be confirmed. So I had to do it he wants cover from Trumpers to take care of this. So go ahead, D. What were you gonna say?
Just do the right thing. Fucking for one time. Like I'm so
I know.
Look, you wanted to be there because all of a sudden we're all supposed to trust that your moral compass was always going to be your guide, right? And then like we put you in there because you supposedly have higher moral fiber than everybody else. And you should be able to do the right thing. Just for fuck's sake, somebody stand the fuck up and say, I'm done with this shit. I don't give a shit about these crazy fucking people. It should never be about your job. It should be about doing what is right. If there's any place, I have a battle with this kid every day, teaching him about character. And it's not what you do when the lights are on and everybody is watching. It is what you do when no one is watching. That is character. Show some fucking character.
I agree. I agree with you. Jesus, are you running? Because I'm voting.
Am I in trouble? My armpits are sweating.
D for president.
I know. It's true, and it's true, and it's sad that this is the way it's become. But unfortunately, and the crazy thing is this dude's retiring, so I don't understand why he needs the cover, but he needs the cover to be able to vote for this girl, because here's the
if it's fucking right, if she's qualified, fucking vote for her.
Yeah, I agree.
If you want a cheeseburger,
it's party over people.
Thank you, D.
It just irritates.
I think we found D's button.
I know.
Well, it just sounds like this guy's. I mean, there's a lot of senators that would vote for someone on the opposite party if they thought they were right. This guy's just. I don't want to throw a bad name out there, but it just sounds like he's really.
Well, but the problem is there's that 35% that you can't line up with any Democrat at all. Without being because the fear is, we don't have to get into it, but the fear is the primary. So if you vote for a Democrat for anything, then someone that's more Republican than you is going to be like, look, he sided with the Democrats, you got to vote for me, and they're going to get primaried out.
But he's retiring and has a nice little net worth. He doesn't have anything to fear.
I just told you. We explained this already.
Doesn't even matter.
He's still got to live. He's still got to live in the community.
He doesn't have to live. He's got. I just looked it up. He's got an estimated net worth of $8.6 million. He can live wherever the fudge he wants. Yeah, I said fudge.
Donna says it's a bullshit story. It's 100%. I mean, he's 100%. Okay, go to my Twitter. It's a 100% accurate story. I don't even know who this girl is. I'm not just going to randomly tweet out about Ali Marcus or whatever the fuck her name is. I don't care. But it's absolutely a true story. But
I mean, honestly, I know there's 70. Everybody talks about these 72 million. All right, I'm not saying 72 million people are hardcore, whatever. You know, there's a small group that are fanatics, but you have to ask. You have to ask yourself, what does chasing those votes mean to you as a person? I mean, because I would much rather, and that's just it. I would much rather ostracize the crazy and go and never win another fucking race ever again.
Yeah,
ever.
but the problem is, I've talked to friends, and that it's all about winning the next election. Where it's not about morals, it's not about doing the right thing. It's all about winning the next election, and it's just math. So let's say you've got without that 30% of people.
Let's talk.
Without the 30%, you'll never win another election.
Let's talk Bridgerton.
All right. Anyway,
abolish political parties and everybody just do the right thing. Follow your moral compass.
I don't disagree with that.
I'm saying Royal Rumble with fucking Nerf bats. The
Donny,
last person standing.
Donny was. Were you sniffing her or falling asleep?
Oh, I was falling asleep.
He's sniffing me.
Oh.
Yeah, he was. He was. He was like, "Baby, you know you smell like my two favorite things, and that is goldfish and peanut butter."
Nutella.
That is such a mom scent.
Oh, it is. Goldfish and peanut butter.
With just a hint of TJ Maxx. Girl, my penis is getting hard right now.
All right, let's get into the WTF news with Ebenezer Bushrod. Ebenezer, go ahead.
Well, everybody's favorite mother is back in the news. That's right, Casey Anthony. 9 years absent from being found not guilty. She's now starting her own private detective agency.
Yes.
Wow.
What's it called? We won't find it.
Yeah.
She just filed for a business license for a company called Case Research and Consulting Services.
Wow.
So, you know, she'll help other people out. Apparently,
I'm all about giving second chances, but I don't think she's ever even atoned for what the fuck happened. And then you could say, well, she doesn't have to because she was found innocent. But I mean, she's still a shitty
like
mom.
some weird narcissistic bullshit. Like,
right?
I don't know. That feels weird and gross.
Oh yeah, it's completely a gross thing.
I get it.
Zimmerman signing Skittles.
Go ahead.
She is doing a reverse detective agency where she will research places where you can bury things and then come back and tell you this is safe. Nobody will find it here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust her with that.
Put it right next to my kid.
Oh, D.
What? What? Too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon.
Wait. All right. What else? What else?
All right. So a farmer in the UK in Rosendale in Lancashire has found a way to make extra money. Normally they made extra money by renting out their land and facilities for like weddings and parties and things like that. But COVID has put a huge damper on those large events. So what they started doing is charging £5 to have one of their goats interrupt scheduled meetings on Zoom or Skype or things like that. So you would send them you would pay them £5. You would send them the invite to the video meeting, and then at some point during the meeting, randomly, boom, a goat is now in the meeting.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
And it was just lighthearted, funny, like, oh my God, there's a goat. And people love it, apparently.
I could see Donnie pulling a goat into a meeting.
And apparently people love it. It took off larger than this 32-year-old could have imagined. And they've so far made 50 grand just off of goat visits.
Well, now you could do like leprechaun like I know a leprechaun. You could do like leprechaun visits. You could do anything. It just pop up in the meeting. Yeah.
Yes, we actually do.
Yes.
Okay, I need to meet this leprechaun, please.
So
he smells like Jack Daniels and old chocolate gold coins. You know, like the ones.
Yeah. He's still bitching about how General Mills fucked him on his deal.
Dad, is that you?
I should have been on the box of Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. I was calling it a box of gold, and now look at them. Who's the bitches?
What happened to your mic, D? I don't even understand. All right. Anyway, what else? What else?
everybody heard what happened in Myanmar.
No, but real quick, really, would someone, Donnie, if I said I'm going to bring a leprechaun over to jump into your Stuckite meeting for $50, you would do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
He could get a goat for $5.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in his house, like on his same screen. The goat just pops into the meeting. The leprechaun comes onto your camera and goes, "Hey, I'm a leprechaun."
Can he throw Lucky Charms marshmallows at me on his way out?
Yeah. Depending on what outfit he's in, it's double the fee.
Yeah, it's the all marshmallows. You want the all marshmallows cereal then?
Yes.
All right. Oh yeah, we gotta talk. Are you gonna talk Dustin Diamond, or am I gonna do that at the end, Tiefel?
Oh, sad.
I wasn't gonna bring him up, but I was, already talking about something else before you interrupted me.
All right, go ahead. Myanmar. Something about Myanmar. I can't remember.
So anyway, no, they had the military decided recently that they were sick of this whole democracy experiment and, staged a coup. But what happened was there was a citizen there that was doing a dance video directly in front of the parliament as her backdrop. And so she's doing her like aerobic dance routine, and she inadvertently captures all the black SUVs, and military and everything going into the parliament to take over.
Storming
they're storming the parliament, and she's just sitting there like dancing, doing her little aerobic routine. She has no idea what's going on in the background.
That's awesome.
On there. She went viral because of that, and I just thought it was a hilarious thing. And I would share the video, but I'm still gun shy after the last video.
Good.
I thought Georgia was screening your videos.
I sent her the links. If she's not sharing the video, that's on her.
Okay.
That's on you because she's found something.
No, I screened the video before, and there's nothing. It's just a Burmese woman dancing.
You said that last time. All right. Go ahead. What else you got?
And so now this particular story is kind of what the fuck all over. Just because of it, but I only highlight it because of one exchange that happened during it. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the story of the 9-year-old girl that got pepper sprayed.
I don't know the details, but I've heard about this.
Police were responding to a disturbance call. The 9-year-old girl apparently was threatening to kill herself and her mother, and so apparently, it's a good idea to then grab her and drag her to a police car that she didn't want to get into. And so she's resisting getting into the police car and everything. And they've released the body cam video, and she wasn't getting into the car apparently fast enough for the police officers, and they pepper sprayed her to get her into the car. And at one point, though, when you watch the body cam footage, there's a point. So they go and they
Wait,
at one point. What?
I don't know. You said at one point and then you stopped.
Yeah, all of a sudden video started playing in my ear, and I didn't know if it was going there or there from Georgia.
Legit, you must be biggest pain in the ass at senior citizen homes.
The video started. All of a sudden, I was hearing audio from the story in my ear, and I didn't know if that was Georgia playing it over this or something, so it gave me pause. Anyway, at some point in there, the cop yells when you listen to it. The cop yells, "You're acting like a child." And so this 9-year-old girl who's in the midst of just some sort of just fit and everything has this lucid moment and looks at the cop and goes, "I am a child." And I just
to answer your question before you ask it, the answer is yes.
What was the question?
What were you about to say, D?
I wasn't going to say how.
Yeah, that was the answer to the question. Yes.
First of all, the question I always assume that. So it's never. I'm more shocked when it's a white kid, But I always assume. I always go black until proven otherwise. And always, it's a goddamn shame.
I know.
Yeah, the whole situation is messed up. The officers involved had been suspended pending the investigation, which, according to the mayor, is the maximum he's allowed to do thanks to the contract in the union. at the moment.
Which I get that she wasn't listening, and but
they technically weren't arresting her either. So
she was in a mental health crisis. They should have called a counselor or something like that. She was calling for her dad. They could have brought in her dad. They could have done a lot of things that they didn't do.
That's part of the
police go to a police academy for 9 months and are expected to be able to handle a 9-year-old child in the midst of a mental breakdown. It's not fair to the police. It's not fair to the people.
Wait, hold on. Real quick. That's part of the defund the police movement that was derailed by the name defund the police, which it shouldn't be called that. But it's basically that's part of the whole movement. Is like cops shouldn't have to be go in and worry about domestic issues and mental issues and all this shit. There should be other people. There should be counselors on duty at all times. There should be other people and other ways to de-escalate situations besides just cops going in with tasers because that's all they know. And that's
That's not true. That's not all you know. I'm a grown fucking man. I can look at a 9-year-old and as a person, as a human being, I can determine there are 3 things that I'm probably not going to do: pull my gun, throw somebody in handcuffs, and spray a 9-year-old in the face with fucking pepper spray. Those are probably automatically ruled out. If for real. I don't need to go to the police academy and have all this and training and everything and then go, well, I came out of the police academy and all I know is physical force and restraint. That's not the case. That's not true. I
don't disagree. I mean, I don't disagree, but I know that the job is stressful. Like I say, but that's part of the movie. There should be on duty at all times someone, a professional, to de-escalate these situations, especially if it's a child involved. Boom, you call it, then there's the child advocate right there, ready to be on the scene and should be there. Should be the system is screwed up. The system is screwed up.
We need somebody with like Officer Hand Puppet, who comes in and he's like, oh, I hear Ashley's having a bad day today. What's going on, Ashley? I want to talk to my mommy, and I feel like I want to hurt myself. Well, Ashley, let me tell you about the bad things about why people feel the way they feel today. Would you like to talk to Officer Hug You a Lot?
All I can see is insult the comic dog. So you say you want to kill your parents? Welcome to the club, child.
Demetrius just went gingerbread man from Shrek on us and was like, "Where's not the gumdrop buttons?"
He went the officer, the police chief from Batman is what he did.
I want to see a lot. Did you not hear
from the old Batman series?
Like what I want to see like the disorganized, disheveled cop that they had to get out of the precinct because he was going to shoot himself in the foot, and like he comes in, his hat's like this, and he's like, "Whoa, somebody needs an officer!"
What is going on with you today?
Yeah, I mean, to expand on Dee's point earlier, though, there was at least 6 or 7 police officers that responded to this. Well, at least one of them was a woman. And you have to figure at least half of them at least had one kid.
Right. There had to have been a better way to handle
that. And here's the problem. When they all have a kid, they're all like, you know what? I'd really like to pepper spray this motherfucker right in the face. Now you're just triggering home memories.
Go ahead, Donny P.
Oh, no, I was going to say the same thing Dee did. Maybe that was a bad thing.
Yeah. You're triggering PTSD.
Like, that guy went home and he went like this. You don't think I'll fucking do it? I pepper sprayed a 9-year-old in the fucking face, and all she did was not put the toilet seat down. Try me.
All right, is that it, Tiefel? You got any more?
Yeah, that was it. I just wanted to highlight that little exchange because I just thought in the middle of the mental episode, this 9-year-old's in. She had the wherewithal to come back with, "I am a child,"
yeah, exactly.
And I thought that was great.
Actually, heartbreaking, and it obviously attests to whatever in the hell is really going on there, because that's a really sad response, in my opinion.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty boss response to an officer making a ridiculous statement to her.
Yeah, right. There's a lot more to the story of what kind of life this child.
Oh yeah, no, the whole situation's tragic. Well, I just thought that little exchange was pretty
All
awesome.
right. By the way, R.I.P. to Dustin Diamond from Screech from
He went downhill fast. Like, didn't
What's
he just get diagnosed?
January, a month ago. He got diagnosed.
A lot of times, by the time you get diagnosed with cancer, it's really late, especially if you're not doing like your regular care. You know, if you don't go to the doctor regularly or you don't have any, outward symptoms, and by the time they find it, it's really late in the game.
Or even having them, because like my mom was like coughing up blood. She had lung cancer for a long time and kept writing it off like, oh, it's just a sinus infection or whatever. Probably because I think she was scared. And so I think in a situation like this, it's probably.
I think that's one thing. That's one thing you should always err on the side of caution and just go see the doctor.
It is scary though. I mean, I totally understand like the older I get and when you have kids and a family, it's just like, you just don't want to know. And you just hope
and then throw in
go away.
throw in co-pays and all that other stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
he doesn't have Mark Paul Gosselaar money. He doesn't have that kind of cash, and I think it was really shitty of them to be like, oh my God, we're going to miss him so much. Like Mario Lopez and Mark Paul Gosselaar. Are you fucking kidding me? Now all of a sudden, like what happened when they were rebooting this show?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you reboot the show and he's the only one. Screech is the only one you don't. Now I know he had a tell-all book that said some stuff about him in the past, but
he also wasn't the greatest of people.
No, I know.
Like recently, he may have made amends and done stuff like towards the end of it, but back he wasn't the greatest of person.
I understand that, but I know that he's had some brushes with the law and he's had some drug issues. And when I saw that come through yesterday, that he died at 44, I figured it was a drug thing. And then I read the story, and it was just a quick cancer thing that he got diagnosed last month, and now he's dead. But I mean, I think you should at least include. You can't include the look. Would Saved by the Bell be as good as it was without Screech? No.
That would be like Family Matters without Urkel. Like you just can't
exactly. Or like Roseanne without Roseanne. Oh wait, that's a bad.
Oh wait, yeah, and now it's not on TV. Exactly.
All right, all right. Demetrius Nicodemus, Eastside Southside Gina, Chris Tiefel, Ashley P, Donny P. I'm Andrew Z. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Come on.